So I want to dispel a myth out there that because we have record equity, that we can't see foreclosures and more inventory, and can't see a great financial crisis. And I hear this all the time from lenders and real estate agents, even people that I know that have 20 years experience. They've seen it all. But I still have that myth in their head that because we have record equity, we can't see foreclosures. It's completely, there's no supporting data for that. There's a great economist, David Lowe, University of New York, works for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and he's written a lot of papers about this, and others as well. And the data is out there. You can go ahead and Google it, research positive equity default rates across real estate history. So you never start off with negative equity in the housing crisis or housing recession. You always start off with high equity. 2006 we had record equity. In 06 and 07 and 08, the vast majority of people that defaulted had positive equity. Yes, positive equity. Because home prices didn't fall right away. It took some time. The GFC started in 2007 and kept on going down until we hit the bottom in 2012. So the vast majority of people, about in 06, 07, it was like 90%, had positive equity. By 2008, 2009, we were looking at 60%, 50%. By 2010, 2012, it was 40% that had positive equity. So the vast majority of people started off with positive equity, but were still foreclosed on because home prices took a while to adjust lower. And because we had record equity in 2006, we start off high, and then that equity starts being eroded. But the vast majority of people were still positive and were still being foreclosed on. Because what is foreclosure? Foreclosure has nothing to do with equity. Zero, zilch, nada. It's your ability to pay your mortgage on time and not be late. If you're 30 days late, the bank is saying, okay, try to get me next month. 60 days late, well, you need to pay. Really need to start to pay me. 90 days, all right, you're exaggerating. You're gonna get in trouble. 120 days, you're getting a letter. So those people got letters after 120 days in 2006, 2007, 2008, but they had positive equity. A lot of it, because we had record equity in 06. So it took 3 years, 4 years before we start seeing more people with negative equity defaulting and getting foreclosed on. During normal times, it's like 40, 50 to 1. The ratio of people that have positive equity and the people that have negative equity. So 40 people to 50 people have positive equity, and 1 has negative. Because life happens, divorce, injury, disability, medical bills, gambling debts, you name it. There's a million reasons why people can default and go get foreclosed because they can't pay their mortgage. But it won't change the fact that they have equity, okay? But just because you have equity, the bank is not going to give you a pass after 120 days. They're going to foreclose on you. So please stop saying that because we have positive equity and record amount of it, just like in 06, that we can have foreclosures. Like right now, we are seeing 97% of people being foreclosed that have positive equity. And average is 40% equity. 40% equity. They're holding over $100,000 worth of equity, but they can't make the mortgage payment right now as we speak. So, and that's normal. That's absolutely completely normal. When we start seeing home prices fall and then that equity starts shrinking and then becomes negative, it's going to be even more people that's going to be foreclosed on. and people they'll decide to walk away. But just because we have positive equity and we have record equity, that has absolutely zero bearing on the foreclosure rate, because foreclosure is only about the ability to pay your mortgage. Um, so please stop talking about equity. It means nothing. I know it's a myth that's ingrained in people's minds, but it's an urban myth. It's not true. The vast majority of people at the beginning of a crisis or even during normal times are people that have positive equity, because times are good. It's normal. You always start off with good times, and then they go worse and they get worse. Uh, and one of the leading reasons why people uh, have to sell and get foreclosed on is most times because of unemployment, for because of divorce, um, because of medical injury or medical bills. So yeah, if the recession comes officially and becomes deep, and we see higher unemployment, then yes, we will see more inventory, more people forced to sell, and more foreclosures, and we're already seeing them right now. So please don't talk equity. Uh, it's a myth.